Hello and welcome. It is senior night here at the Hutton Sports Center as the Chapman Panthers preparing for their final women's volleyball game of the year against the Laverne Leopards, who rank number 3 in the country. So maybe not the senior night that the Panthers were necessarily wanting, but Laverne, very, very skilled, 23-1. That puts them number 3 in the NCAA rankings. The last time they had a record that good was back in the 2001 season when they ended up winning the NCAA title. So it's going to be interesting to see if history can repeat itself there. But welcome to the live coverage, CSBN covering Chapman versus Laverne Volleyball. My name is Hutton Buckley, joined by my color commentator Maya Gossatarian and our sideline reporter Lucas Patton. Maya, what are we expecting out of today's game?
I mean, Laverne, like we mentioned, is a nationally ranked team right now. They were first in the nation previously before taking a loss against the University of Redlands on Tuesday evening. Now they're still third in the nation, which is still a really great team. They've shown that they run a quick offense. They're really solid all around. Over on the Chapman side, they've had to switch up their defense a little bit so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how they hold down the fort against Laverne.
Let's move into some team comparisons to get a better idea of where these two teams sit. Laverne, you see there with that .232 hitting percentage against Chapman's .138. Laverne has such a good balance between offense and defense in their squad. And then, of course, you see those numbers of kills percent and assists percent. You just see how they're able to run their offense and defense. And those numbers may not seem staggering, but when it comes to a difference of 10 or 11 wins, they mean the world. Maya, anything else to add?
I mean, like we mentioned, Laverne has had a really solid offense, specifically Maya Ray, who we'll get into a little bit later. She's an outside for the Leopards. The last time these two teams met, it was a win for Laverne with a score of 3-1. And for the the Panthers really held down the fort that day as well. They only strayed within a 5-point range, so it wasn't like a huge blowout. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Could not agree more. Let's take a look at these coaches. Mary Cahill, her 36th season with the Panthers. She is the definition of experience. 541 wins puts her in top 30 of active D3 coaches of women's volleyball. And of course, you see those 10 tournament appearances. I mean, she's just a definition of leadership and has inspired this group of seniors so much. And then on the other side, sort of a tale of two experience levels. Jeff Hendershot, his 5th season as head coach, 15th season within the Laverne organization. He was a SCIAC champion with his team in 2024, and he had the coaching staff of the year in 2023. So a lot to look forward to in terms of coaching for him, his squad, and there's a lot of talent on both sides that these two coaches are really going to be able to mold. But let's transition into our first Laverne key player. We're going to say her name a lot, and for good reason. Maya Ray, the 6'2 senior out of Pomona, is an absolute dog. A 3-time All-American, 2-time first-team All-American, and a SCIAC and Region 10 Athlete of the Year at the outside hitter position. 425 kills, 33 aces, 133 errors, but on top of that, 238 digs and a .332 hitting percentage. She is just a definition of an athlete and a competitor. Maya, can you tell me anything else about Maya?
Yeah, Maya Ray, she set a school record with 1,787 kills this season. The second in that position is just 1,487. So she has just shown that she is probably one of the best athletes in Laverne's history. We already named a couple of her awards, just to name a couple more. She was a 3-time All-American SCIAC Offensive Athlete of the Year and 8-time SCIAC Offensive Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, true competitive nature inside her. Moving on to our next Laverne key player. You're going to know her name well as well. The leader at that middle blocker position, Zaki Kostin, wearing number 8. She is 3rd nationally in blocks with 124 kills on the year, only 40 errors and a .272 hitting percentage. The junior out of Fontana, California, plays alongside Maya Ray so nicely, even when they have to share some of these big statistics, but playing very solid to start this season. Maya, anything else to add on Zaki?
I mean, yeah, Zaki Kostin, just another really reliable middle. She's really effective when it comes to just shutting down the opponent's attack. This season, she reached 340 career blocks, which puts her at 4th in program history for a career block. So again, another really monumental player for the Leopards.
Truly one of the big reasons why this team has found so much success. Moving on to our Chapman first key player for them, none other than number 19, Kiera Sarney at the opposite hitter position. The 6-foot senior out of Fullerton, California is one of the seniors that will be greatly missed within this offense. 129 kills, 46 errors, and you see there are 54 blocks. She gets involved defensively, and she has been one of the spark plugs that have really helped this offense get points on the board. What's been a big issue in this season is finding talent and finding opportunities at the outside and opposite hitter positions, and she has been a great spark plug and has helped this team win numerous games. Maya, anything else to add on her?
Yeah, Curious Harney, she has a little bit of an interesting story when it comes to her volleyball career at Chapman. She didn't end up playing her freshman year. She was ineligible, so she was just a scorekeeper for the team, but after some time, she kept showing up. She learned that chemistry with the current members of the team, and now she's here today in this gym playing for her senior night. She was also ranked 3rd nationally during week 1 of Division III Women's Volleyball this season, and she has led the team in kills these past couple of games. So another really important player for the Panthers.
Yeah, another solid piece that they're going to be missing. Moving on to our final Chapman key player. You're going to hear her name a lot as well. Number 22, Ava Bradbury, the middle blocker, 6'3" sophomore out of Seattle, Washington. She is an absolute anchor for this Chapman squad. 2nd nationally in blocks. You thought that Zachy Colston stat was insane? Well, 2nd nationally is even crazier. 124 blocks on the season, 85 kills, 40 errors, and you see that hitting percentage might be a little lower, but what she doesn't provide in defense is supplemented by her player in crime, Olivia Harrison, at the middle blocker position. Ava Bradbury, a true competitor in every sense of the word, and we're going to see her a lot more these next 2 seasons. Maya, anything else to add?
I mean, yeah, Ava Bradbury, a nationally ranked player. She also set a school record this season with 12 solo blocks in a single game. You know, she's nationally ranked. It'll be really interesting to see how she goes about trying to shut down the offense on the Leopard side. Most importantly, Maya Ray.
Could not agree more. Now, I want to hear more about the overall vibe of this game from our very own Lucas Patton, our sideline reporter. Lucas, what can you tell us today?
Thank you so much, guys. And obviously, you mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, but it is senior day for these Chapman Panthers. Obviously, a great matchup to have as well, facing off against the Laverne Leopards. And Laverne, coming into this game, has a bit of work to do. Last time out, earlier this week, they played Redlands, where they somehow lost, so they moved from 1st to 3rd in the nation. But if you're the Chapman Panthers, this is the game to make history. Historically speaking, the Panthers have had the match of Laverne. However, in this game, a lot of work will need to be done if they want to beat the number 3 seed in the nation. Obviously, senior day, emotions will be running high. I can't wait to watch it. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Insane that they were able to get reverse swept. This team that has played so consistently, getting reverse swept in an away game is always a sight to see. But right now, I would like to move in to our senior ceremony where we're celebrating some of the great seniors that have made this Chapman team so successful under the leadership of Mary Cahill. We'll move into that just in a moment.
And now we'd like to take a moment to honor our 5 Chapman seniors playing in their final match. Our first senior transferred to Chapman as a junior from the College of San Mateo. She made an immediate impact, setting school blocking records in her first season and earning all SCIAC honors. She's hitting over 300 for her career and ranked 2nd in SCIAC in hitting percentage this year. Her favorite Chapman volleyball memory was last year's 5-set win over Laverne, and next year plans to apply to grad schools. She's a 6'2" middle blocker from Palo Alto, earning her degree in psychology. Number 18, Olivia Harrison. She was joined by her mom, Selena, her dad, Michael, her stepmom, Serena, stepdad, Alex, sister, Layla, grandma, Diane, and boyfriend, JT. matches throughout her career. She's having a career year as a senior, averaging over a kill per set, hitting .247. She had a career high 12 kills 2 weeks ago at Redlands. Her favorite memories include the overnight tournaments, the rewarding feeling after hard-fought victories, and the lifelong friendship she's made through volleyball. Next year, she plans to pursue a career in entertainment or pharmaceutical communications. A 5'7" right side from San Jose, earning her degree in Certificate of Corporate Communications, number 9, Emma Dirksen. She's joined by her parents, Heather and Casper, her sister Ava, and her boyfriend Michael. This next senior is another junior member of the team who's appeared in 62 matches in her career. She's averaging over a kill and a half percent this season, posted a career high 14 in the win over Whittier last week. Another Skyhackle academic student, she plans to pursue a master's degree and a career in marketing with a focus on social media strategy. Her favorite Chapman Volleyball memories include last year's Sky Tournament appearance and teaming up with Ava this year to break the single game blocks record. A 6-foot right side out of Fullerton, earning her degree in PR ad and entertainment marketing, number 19, Kira Sani. She's joined by her parents, John, Kimberly, and her sister and fellow Chapman alum, Jillian. Matches during her career. She has well over 500 career kills and closing in on 500 career digs in her final match. A 3-time Skyhackle academic student athlete, she listed her favorite Chapman volleyball memory as last year's upset victory over Verne, and will pursue a career in marketing communications. A 5'10" outside hitter from Larkspur, earning her degree in PR ad and entertainment marketing, number 10, Brooke Leslie. Joined by her parents, Trini and Jeff, and her sister, Taylor. Our final senior is a 4-year starter, 2024 All-Skyac selection. Over her career, she has tallied well over 700 kills and 400 digs, playing in 90 matches and 300 sets. She had a career best 18 kills in last week's 5-set win over Whittier. Another Skyhackle academic student, she took her LSAT this week and plans to attend law school. She also recalls her favorite memory as last year's win. A 5'10" outside hitter from La Jolla, earning her degree in political science, number 1, Olivia Simpson. Joined by her parents, Jim and Kathy, and her brother, Jimmy. One more time for the Chapman Volleyball seniors.
Welcome back to CSBN's coverage of Chapman versus Laverne women's volleyball. And as you saw there, just so much emotion, so much passion for both sides of these teams as our starting lineup for Laverne is just coming out right now.
Senior from Volleyball, number 1, Olivia Simpson. Starting at center, a 5'7" senior from San Jose, number 9, Emma Dirksen. The outside hitter, a 5'11" senior from Larksburg, number 10, Brooke Leslie. Middle blocker is a 6'2" senior from Palo Alto, number 18, Olivia Harrison. On the right side, a 6' senior from Fullerton, number 19, Kira Sarni. And the middle blocker, 6'3" sophomore from Seattle, number 22, Ava Bradbury. The libero for the Panthers, a 5'2" junior from Honolulu, number 15, Leah Ono. Head coach of the Panthers in her 3 dozen season is Mary Cahill. The assistant is Corinne Blaine.
Looking at all the talented seniors on this starting roster. Players like Olivia Sampson, Emma Dirksen, Brooke Leslie, Kira Sarni, players that this team is going to miss so much and that the Chapman community has showed out for in their senior night. Not the easiest of matchups against Laverne, but looking forward to a very exciting game. It's going to have its ups and downs, but overall, as you can see on the court, emotion, passion, should be a very good game. Maya, looking back at this middle blocker matchup between Zachy Kostin and this sort of two-headed dragon in Olivia Harrison and Ava Bradbury, what are the big takeaways and things that you're going to be looking at in terms of their sort of battle to get those easy points, whether it be tipping it over the head or just getting those really big blocks, really big kills in that sort of crunch time?
I mean, the key for a good offensive middle blocker is to be able to just run a quick offense. We've seen that a lot with Olivia Harrison so far. Same with Ava Bradbury, but as we mentioned before, Ava Bradbury is kind of more of that defensive blocker. That doesn't mean that she isn't able to score any points. And then vice versa, same thing can be said for Olivia Harrison. She still has had some amazing solo blocks so far this season. So they've been really entertaining and fun to watch. Over on the Laverne side, like we mentioned before, Zachy Kostin is pretty much neck and neck with Ava Bradbury right now, leading the nation, third in the nation for blocks per set. So she'll be a really big facet to this team as well for this game, as she has been all season long. So it should be an interesting matchup between the middles, and same is said for the outsides on both sides as well.
No doubt. There's a lot of talent between Maya Ray and Lauren Gott. They sort of have this two-headed dragon, that sort of punch, that 1-2 punch of outside hitters that are really going to make you pay if you're not totally locked in on defense. But I think if anybody has the opportunity to really show them up and prove that they can sustain a very clean defense is Ava Bradbury. Players like Leah Ono, they're going to be coming in super clutch when it comes to the talent of this Laverne squad, and serving right off the bat is Lauren Gott, the player that I just mentioned. Gets it over the net. And a big spike there. Maya Ray, an early sledgehammer to get this game going.
If the Panthers are unable to control that really strong serve from Lauren Gott and just the entire Laverne team in general, it's going to be causing some problems for them.
Could not agree more. Lauren Gott back to serve once again. Nice serve and pass right over the net. A little bit of a miscalculation there. Coming up for the slam, blocked. Back to Leona. Pass to number 9, gets it to the outside hitter. Rejected at the line, and a nice block there by Laverne. That was number 20, Abigail Montana.
You know, the Panthers really have to be able to cover that ball afterwards. It's really difficult to kind of predict where it's going to land, but they just have to be on their toes, ready to pick up that ball to keep their play going.
Absolutely. Another nice pass. Panthers need to set up an offense here. Tips it right over, and another quick rejection but given the point to the Panthers as it was a little bit out of bounds on that left-hand line. Nice point by Chapman to give them the ball and serve here. And there's Kelsey Magley preparing to serve, the sophomore out of Sacramento. Gets it over. The pass, gets it to the setter. Up for the spike. Not there, Leah Ono. Gets the pass there. Harrison trying to make a statement. Not enough. And Harrison gets that confusion to give Chapman a tie.
Olivia Harrison is sort of a playmaker and momentum leader for this team. If they're able to get her going from the start, then it's going to be looking pretty good for the Panthers offensively.
Absolutely. There's Sammy Chambers, the setter, lead setter for this offense. Finds the setter here, and there's Maya Ray. Ball goes flying after that one, and Maya Ray off to a very quick start.
Really nice swing from Maya Ray. What makes it so difficult to defend her is that she has such a high point of contact. She's already 6'2" as it is, but she jumps so high, and she has such a great contact on the ball, so it's going to find the court a lot faster than other hitters.
A 6'2" outside hitter is not something you see every day at this level. Has a big spike there by number 9, out of bounds. That was Emma Dirksen, a little bit off target there. And they're going to give that point to Laverne. Back to serve is Abigail Montana, who had that nice point earlier. The opposite hitter out of Thousand Oaks, California. Leah Ono, just a little bit out of bounds there. A tough break for Chapman.
Interesting to target the libero when you're serving. I think what Laverne is trying to do here is trying to get Leah Ono off her game. She's had some great defensive numbers so far. So if you're kind of taking out that defensive leader, then you're throwing off their entire game.
Absolutely. See another rally here. Gets it over. Back to the setter. Goes up. And a little bit of miscalculation. And Zachy Kosten gets her first points of the game.
Zachy Kosten off the block over there of Olivia Harrison. The block is usually there to help kind of slow down the play, but sometimes if you're a defender, it'll make it a little bit difficult to read where that ball is going because it'll change trajectory.
Absolutely. That was Abigail Montana back on the serve, and a nice dig there. A little too late for Olivia Harrison, getting the points there for Chapman.
Olivia Harrison just showing them that she can do it too. She's a middle that can also score points just like Zachy Kosten.
Back to serve is number 10 for the Panthers, Brooke Leslie. One of those seniors we're talking about to make all the difference here. Maya Ray, bad pass, saves it. Gonna have to just send this one over. And there's Emma Dirksen. Pass, Sampson. Huge powerhouse of a kill right there.
I'd say this is one of the Panthers' best rotations. You have Brooke Leslie, a really strong server, on the line right now. You have Olivia Sampson, Olivia Harrison, and Emma Dirksen in the front row. All really great offensive options.
Serve there by Brooke Leslie. A nice pass up to Maya Ray, just sets it over. A little bit of confusion there. I understand the nice dig there and just puts it over. Ready for that possession to be done was Maya Ray.
So we have some substitutions coming in for Laverne right now. We have Malia Capistrano, a setter for the Leopards.
Malia Capistrano coming in. Mariah Ray, sister of Maya Ray, coming in to serve. Oh no, able to save that one. Sampson goes up for it and blocked at the line. That was 24, Alana Jones on this Laverne squad.
Like we mentioned earlier, Chapman's going to have to be able to pick up those balls. I think at this point you might have to try to introduce some new shots, maybe a tip right over the block or a tip to the center of the court where it's a little bit harder to defend.
Absolutely, and Capistrano with the quick ace. Laverne takes the 5-point lead. This Laverne squad is already looking for the playoffs. And points like those where they can just easily end it is crucial. Capistrano to serve again, a little bit out of bounds there. For every ace, there's a serve error.
Great call by Olivia Sampson, calling that ball out. And a good decision by Malia Capistrano, the server for the previous server for the Leopards, to aim for that ball. Usually when it's close to the line, you'll probably throw off the passer and have them take a ball that may be out.
There's Maya Ray, able to get that tip off to give Laverne a 5-point lead, and Maya Ray goes back to serve. She can really do anything in the attacking standpoint of the game. Excited to see her first serve of the game. Goes up, able to get to it. The set by Magley, and out of bounds there. Laverne gets their 11th point.
Looks like Emma Dirksen was looking for a touch on that ball. She tried to swing high, catch the fingertips of the blockers to make it Chapman's point, but just went a little bit too high.
This lineup is so skilled. Ready to see them put some points on the board as the pass by Magley goes up for the big spike. Brooke Leslie, the libero, is there for Laverne. Right back at him, and inside, that's number 11, Lauren Gott. The 1-2 punch to put Laverne up by 7 in a celebration for Gott.
Laverne has been serving really tough, and I think their goal with that is to really just throw the Panthers off of their game. One way to do that is usually when you're passing the ball in volleyball, especially on serve receive, you're targeting that middle of the court, near the net, so because that's where your setter will be to have all three offensive attacking options open. Right now, if they keep serving like this and if Chapman keeps passing the way that they are, it looks like they won't be able to run their offense as good as they can.
Yeah, Chapman smart to take a timeout there. It's one of those games where you ought to come out hot. Laverne has played very, very well in their first set against Occidental. They won 25-9. They do not want it to look like that in the future. And there's Ava Bradbury. And looking at this Laverne squad. This replay, Maya goes up, and Maya Ray able to get that bounce off, and she's just got so much power. And there's your head coach for Laverne, Jeff Hendershot, his 5th year, proving that he wants it all. He wants the D3 title. He wants the SCIAC title. And he knows that this squad has a very good opportunity to snag it. As Maya Ray goes for the serve, finds Sampson. The pass goes up, blocked at the line. A combination of Zeki Kostin and Lauren Gott on that big block to put Laverne up by 8.
It looks like Chapman is just not finding much success in their offensive options right now. They're going to have to try just a little bit harder to try to find the floor on the other side.
Absolutely. There's Maya Ray, another serve. And a pass up for Sampson. Rejected at the line once again. So much excitement for Zeki Kostin and Alana Jones at that line. Looking at this replay, Sampson just rejected right off the rip. Those combination blocks are always so exciting, especially when you're just running away with a lead like Laverne is right now. And there's Maya Ray locked in for this next serve. Maya Ray gets it over, tips the net. Oh no, not quick enough. And that's another ace by Maya Ray.
Yeah, those are one of the most difficult serves to pick up because you're expecting it to come either right at you or near you at least, but once it hits the top of the net, the tape, and it drops short like that, you're not prepared for it, so it'll fall right in front of you most of the time.
Absolutely. There's Maya Ray. Hits Brooke Leslie in the chest and gets up for the setter. Laverne, just that little tip over. Emma Dirksen was there to Kelsey Magley over. Sampson wasn't able to trip Laverne up on that one. Going up for it, Gott gets it over, and another point for the Leopards.
Looks like Lauren Gott didn't even mean to tip the ball in that way. We call that a paintbrush shot, but if you get the point, then you get the point, and that's exactly what the Leopards need right now. They just want to keep Maya Ray on the line, and this is probably one of their most successful rotations, although it looks like all of their rotations have been successful so far.
Yeah, I mean, in their last game, just talking about Lauren Gott and these outside hitters, and this entire defense as a whole, they held Occidental to a negative .057 hitting percentage. Can you just talk about that and what that means as a defense-offense combination to hold Occidental to such a poor hitting percentage?
I mean, the Leopards right now, as we've seen, they've been so successful in just shutting down Olivia Sampson, Emma Dirksen on the right side. And Olivia Sampson is one of Chapman's strongest attackers. So if they're able to make a statement and shut her down, then they're just showing that they're going to keep pushing and they're not going to play down to Chapman's level right now. So they just want to keep the momentum going, keep Maya Ray on the line, and just continue doing what they're doing and closing that block in the front row with Zachy Kostin and Lauren Gott and Mariah Ray. Tall front row for the Leopards right now, which is making it more difficult for the Panthers.
Oh yeah, a lot of height on this team. And looking at this replay right here, there's Gott finding the open space.
Yeah, that's a really difficult shot to kind of defend because it's in that space between the setter in the right back position who's pushed up and then that middle back defender who was Brooke Leslie.
Here's Maya Ray, another serve coming. Last one was an ace. She continued putting up good numbers in this first set. Gets it over. And there's the pass by Leslie. Gets it up to Sampson. Sampson not able to find anything there. A big set coming and a big hit over. Saved.
Net violation by the Panthers. Olivia Sampson seemed to be in the net there. It looks like Chapman is just not able to find the court at all on the Leopard side. They look like they're just covering absolutely everything and will do whatever it takes to not let that ball drop.
Absolutely, and another miscommunication. That ball is so far away. Can the Panthers save it? Leah Ono behind the back. Gets it to Maya Ray. A big spike coming. And they're going to give that one to the Panthers on the line. But man, nice hustle by Leah Ono and this Chapman team to put that ball back over the net.
Yeah, what a hustle. You just see that volleyball bouncing on the top of the scoreboard. And then in comes Zachy Kostin just to end all of the Panthers' hard work to get that ball over the net.
Heartbreaking to miss a point like that. As Maya Ray getting sick of serving all the way in the back there at that service line and way out of bounds. When you're serving that many times, it's got to be likely that you'll have an error on one of them.
Yeah, that ball just a little long. Now we have Kira Sardi coming in on the right side and Sammy Chambers, our setter, going back to serve. Sammy Chambers leads the team so far in service aces. She has 39, hoping to find 40.
39 aces. Just great numbers and a big standing kill there by none other than Ava Bradbury.
Great read by Ava Bradbury. She saw that front right position was just open, so she just took the opportunity to put it right back down.
There's Sammy Chambers back to serve once again, trying to cut into this deficit. There's Ray, puts it up, big kill coming, and a big block once again. There's Olivia Sampson. A great defensive piece, gets her 38th block of the season in her senior year.
Absolutely, what an amazing block by the Panther front row right there. They're going to want to keep that up and keep Sammy Chambers, their service ace leader, on the line right now if they want to gain a little bit more momentum.
Absolutely, there's Sammy Chambers finding Maya Ray. The pass going up for Gott, and Gott gets the nice kill on a diving dig by Chapman.
We have Abigail Montana coming back in as the middle for the front row right now for the Leopards, and Keilani Momolo serving for the Leopards.
Momolo, the starting libero on this team. She's one of the glue pieces that back up this very talented front row. Has a nice set by Chambers up to Sampson, and a very nice kill on the Chapman side.
Olivia Sampson looks like she just took advantage of that really tall block in front of her. Now she's subbed out for Claire Cronin, a defensive specialist who has another really strong serve as well.
And you saw that kill right there. Just able to go up and redirect her shot to avoid those very talented middle blockers on the Laverne side. As a big set here coming up for Alana Jones. Goes back over. And there's Chambers set up to Brooke Leslie. Backs down. And that was number 24, Alana Jones, on a nice block.
It just looks like it's block after block in this game so far, with Laverne really taking advantage of Chapman's offense. They look like they're doing a really good job reading where their hitters are trying to put the ball over, and they're just shutting them down.
Vanessa Marquez to serve her first serve. One of the starting centers for Laverne as a set by Sammy Chambers. Up. Not enough by Kiara Sarney to get that point as Gott goes out from a while away. Saves it as Chapman. Once again, Sarney. It's a little miscommunication there by Laverne, but Maya a little bit off to the right, Maya Ray. And that's a point for the Panthers.
Setters on both sides really just keeping this ball alive. We have Vanessa Marquez and Sammy Chambers, both with digs to keep that ball alive in this rally. Now we have Leah Ono serving.
A nice little progression there. A nice save by Chapman. Ono just going to put it right over. And there's Gott able to save that one. Gott going up again. Ono, another nice dig. Earning her starting position for next season. And a nice point there by the Panthers. Number 19, Kiara Sarney.
Kiara Sarney just using the Laverne block to her advantage to tool it and get that point. And Leah Ono is showing why she leads the team in digs so far this season, and she's very worthy of wearing that red libero jersey for the Panthers this game.
Absolutely. And a little bit of a miss there by Sammy Chambers, and a nice point coming at the hands of Laverne to put them within 4 points of securing the first set.
Lauren Gott back on the line for Laverne. We saw how she started off this match, hoping to have another couple really strong serves to throw the Panthers off their game.
Leah Ono able to put that one back over. Harrison just wanting to end it right there, and does. And that's another point for Chapman.
Harrison just able to tip that ball over. That's usually one of the more difficult spots on the court to cover. We like to call it the donut, because you have your left and right back defenders pushed up a little bit more. But if that ball is falling just in the 10-foot line, it'll be a little bit harder to pick up.
Absolutely. To serve. Back again, Sammy Chambers puts it over. Wanting to find Ray, or number 18, Mariah Ray. And they're going to give that one to the Panthers just a little bit long.
Mariah Ray just long. Kelsey Magley continues to serve for the Panthers right now.
Back to serve. Kelsey Magley puts it over, finding the setter, finding the outside hitter. And out of bounds there. Actually, they're going to give it to Laverne, surprising that 50-50 ball. And that's another kill by Maya Ray.
Really strong swing by Maya Ray down the line. It's smart to target that right back position where Kelsey Magley, the setter, had just served from, so she wasn't exactly ready to pick up that ball.
And going up for the kill. Number 9 on Chapman, Emma Dirksen, not enough there. Set to number 18, Mariah Ray. Nice recovery by Chapman. There's Harrison trying to make a statement. Return right back over the net was Laverne. There's Brooke Leslie, finds the open lane. And there's another point for the Panthers, cutting into that deficit.
Really smart shot by Brooke Leslie right there. Just doing a really easy roll shot to that sharp corner, where that defender was just caught a little bit on the heels of their feet, so they weren't able to dive forward and pick it up. Now she's back on the line to serve.
Nice set here. Back to Maya Ray. Maya Ray just tapped that one over. Ono to the pass to Emma Dirksen. The dive by the libero on the Laverne side. Just tapping it over. Mariah Ray. Laverne trying to find a way to exploit this defense. Going up for the kill, Mariah Ray. Not there again. Ono to Sampson. Trying to find anything. Another save by Chapman. A long rally. Emma Dirksen declined at the line. That was number 23, Maya Ray, once again, just crushed that ball right into the floor.
That point went to Laverne, but I mean, look at that defense from Kelsey Magley coming in as a sophomore setter. I think it really just elevates your game when your setter is able to, play defense that well and keep the ball up.
Just Capistrano coming in to serve. Nice pat, looking for the set. And they're going to give that one to the Panthers. Looking like a little bit of a net violation there and an intrusion of play.
Zaki Kosin just going a little bit over the net there. And now we have freshman Gray McKee coming into the game for the Panthers.
Gray McKee, interesting to see her getting time. The freshman libero coming in. We saw some tough digs by Leah Ono, so it makes sense why she would be coming in. just as a little reliever here. And here, number 21 on the Chapman side, Gray McKee with the serve. Going up, Maya Ray rejected at the line. The libero finds the set. Maya Ray just tapping it over. That wasn't Maya Ray, that was Lana Jones. And Bradbury puts it over. A nice set, looking for Gok. Gok gets the kill. Unloaded on that one. Laverne within 1 point of securing the set.
1 point before Laverne takes the opening set, and we have one of their best servers on the line right now. A name we've been calling out very often, Maya Ray.
Maya Ray serving a lot. That one's going to be out of bounds. Chapman stays alive for a little bit longer in this first set.
There's Sammy Chambers coming back in, hoping to build some momentum with her really strong serve.
Sammy Chambers, 444 assists on the season, 38 aces, 204 digs. She sort of does everything in this setting area for the Panthers as she's going to get this serve going. A nice set, a little late and a little long. That was Zaki Kostin. A couple errors by her.
It's like Malia Capistrano, the setter for Laverne, wasn't able to get that ball a little bit high enough, so Zaki Kostin was already in there, just had to put it over, and it just so happened to be a little bit long.
Just a little bit long. Still remarkable effort by Laverne in this first one. As a serve error is going to give Laverne the first set of our 5-set game.
You know, we've seen Laverne, they're playing 110% right now, and I think from here, they're only just going to continue to get better, probably try to feed Maya Ray a little bit more and keep her going. Over on the Panthers side, they really just need to control that ball, control their defense, try to introduce a little bit more offensive options to throw Laverne off a little bit, and I think they'll be able to pick some of that momentum up.
Totally. Well, we're going to move into a quick break, but don't go anywhere here on CSBN. Welcome back to CSBN's coverage of Chapman versus Laverne women's volleyball senior night, as Laverne is able to secure the first set in convincing fashion, led by the same names that we mentioned in pre-show: Maya Ray, Lauren Gott, Zaki Colston with 5, 4, and 2 kills each. And we saw some impressive kills from the Chapman side. No, not all hope is lost. Laverne dropped those first 2 sets to Redlands just a couple days ago and then got reverse swept. So Laverne won't let up, but Chapman knows they have a lot of stake in this game, and they're going to keep playing to the highest level possible.
Yeah, Of course. It looks like Laverne is bringing a new player, number 14. Number 14, that'll be Lexi Giacobbe. 5'10" outside hitter out of Mission Viejo.
Another senior that's going to give some of these players rest. As Chambers puts it over, she was the service error that led to Laverne for securing the first set and the first point. Another point to Maya Ray.
That's another really hard ball to pick up. It's right behind the block, so the defenders can't exactly see what Maya Ray is doing if her hand is shaping into the form to tip or to hit. So it just caught them a little bit on their heels.
Serve gets over, finding Kira Sarni, and the point goes to the Panthers.
Kira Sarni with a really sharp shot. That's what makes her really effective on the left side, although she is a right side hitter. Being right-handed, she's just able to cut that ball really close to the net, which makes it, again, really hard to defend. And I have Clara Cronin on the line, junior defensive specialist for the Panthers.
Seeing her first action of the game is Cronin. And a nice first set pass. Vanessa Marquez sets it up and finished by none other than Zaki Kostin.
Quick ball to the middle there to Zaki Kostin. Like I mentioned earlier, what makes a good offensive middle is for them to be able to run such a quick offense because it'll make it harder for the Panthers to catch up.
Absolutely. Here's Capistrano. That lead setter played well in the first set. Back to serve again right now. As it goes just out of bounds. Another serve error, tying this game up at 2-2. And back to serve is Ono. One of the team's leaders and aces. Goes up, pass coming, got. Tries to find something there. Quickly defended by Ono, going up for the big laser beam of a slam. That was Brooke Leslie.
What a kill by Brooke Leslie. The Panthers definitely want to see more of that. Everyone in the gym erupted into cheers with that.
Yeah, just look at that power at that outside hitter position. Just love seeing that from this squad that sort of struggled in that area. As Ono goes back to serve. Set coming. Capistrano up for Ray, and a little out of bounds.
If you've noticed here, the servers on the Panthers side have been targeting Maya Ray, who is one of the team's best passers, although that's done to kind of build a little bit of pressure on her. They know that she's a really key offensive player for Laverne, so if they keep serving her, they're going to keep trying to force her to take as many balls as possible and try to throw her off her game.
Absolutely, there's Maya Ray there. Ono with the dig, just wanting to push it right back over. And a net violation on that one gives Laverne their third point of the set. Going back to serve, none other than Maya Ray, the three-time All-American. Seen a lot of serve so far. She's playing a lot of time, and she knows that she can do it because she has proven it time and time again. All the accolades constantly go to her as Harrison tries to put that one over a set. And the outside hitter, number 8. That was actually Zaki Kostin. She went up for that one, blocked at the line. Another save by Chapman. Going up, another block. Kira Sarni wasn't able to get it over. Sarni's gonna try again, blocked again, but forced the out of bounds. And Chapman ends the long point.
Look at Leah Ono keeping those balls up. Two really, really impressive digs. And then Kira Sarni to tool the block out of bounds to get that Panther point. Now we have Kelsey Magley, sophomore setter, on the line right now to serve.
We talk about Leah Ono and earning that libero spot for her senior season. Clara Cronin will definitely see a lot more playing time from her at that defensive specialist type role, but Leah Ono just playing at such a high level right now. There's the set coming, going up for it. Alana Jones defended by Ono once again with the big spike. Brooke Leslie saved by Laverne. Oh my goodness. Ono keeps it alive. Dirksen just trying to put it over. Someone needs to step up. Got. And they're going to give that one to Laverne.
Keilani Momolo, libero for Laverne, really just showing her athleticism. Then that isn't her first kick save of the season. She did that earlier this week to get another Laverne point.
Yeah, just that little tap at the net, giving Laverne and ending that really long rally weren't necessarily expecting there. A lot of really good saves from both sides, both liberos putting on a showcase in that point as Cronin passes it up a little far out for number 9, Emma Dirksen, and going up for a big spike. Not there was Alana Jones. Once again, Brooke Leslie trying to find something. Laverne just gonna put it over, trying to set up a nice hit here. Harrison going up, not getting it there. And there's Gott once again, and a little bit of a miscue, giving Gott the point on that one.
Leah Ono not able to get the ball high up enough for Kelsey Magley to get there. Now we have libero for the Leopards, Keilani Mumolo, again on the line, looking to keep the Panthers out of system.
Mumolo playing very well so far. Good stats on the season for her. As there's Magley giving the set to Brooke Leslie. Nicely defended there by the libero on the Laverne's side. Just has to put it over here. Oh no, set by Magley. Going up is Dirksen. Not there. And they're gonna give that one to the Chapman Panthers at the hands of Emma Dirksen.
Looks like Abigail Montana, the middle for the Leopards, tried to put that one back over, but just missed. The ball was a little bit too high, so it threw her teammates off.
Yeah, those little miscues, miscommunications are huge. Laverne struggled with errors in their loss to Redlands and needs to limit them in this matchup tonight. The set and the spike. Lauren Gott and Harrison gets that one in impressive fashion.
Olivia Harrison able to get a point off of the arms of Malia Capistrano. I mean, that ball was coming really fast. I don't think Capistrano was ready for that or in position to pick out that ball.
Here's number 10 on the Chapman side, Brooke Leslie. Those offensive hitters, outside hitters that have played really well to start, just need to clinch a set to prove it. As that, another point by Maya Ray. A cannon of an arm she's got.
Maya Ray out of the back row. We know that she can hit really well in the front row, but once she's in the back row, she can do the same, so long as she doesn't step on that 10-foot line.
Going back for the serve is Vanessa Marquez, the setter. Gets it over, tips the net. Ono was on it. Sampson, not enough there. Defended well by Laverne, going up, throwing it down. That was number 20, Abigail Montana. Sampson trying once again. Saved by the libero. Set by Vanessa Marquez and put over by Lexi Giacob. And that's going to end that one.
Looks like a bit of a miscommunication error on the Panthers side. Usually when your setter takes that ball, in this case it was Kelsey Magley, you're gonna have your libero step in. Looks like she was calling out to Emma Dirksen to set that ball up.
Check out this replay. A little bit light there and a miscommunication of who wanted to go after that one. Back into rally. The violation there.
Emma Dirksen just unfortunately hitting the antenna with the ball. That will automatically be out and a point for the Leopards.
Chapman, this is usually the set that they like to clinch to put some pressure on an opponent. Is the second set as Ono. Nice pass, set up, pushed over. As Dirksen set, Vanessa Marquez puts it over, and that's Gott. Another nice kill for Laverne.
Leah Ono just caught a little bit on her heels there. Looks like Laverne is starting to pick up momentum again. Right now we have the senior setter, Vanessa Marquez, back on the line.
Marquez able to put this one over. Sampson just puts it right over. A little bit of a mistake there. And going up for it was Montana, the 6-foot junior. Ended that one on a premature over the net by Chapman. Let's look at that replay. Oh my goodness. Unloaded. Did Montana. Nice setup to Sampson. Rely on her a lot, especially in miscommunications like that. Another point for Chapman.
Olivia Sampson tooling the block. It looks like the Panthers are finding a lot of success using the Leopards block to their advantage, whether it be targeting the outside of their hands or the fingertips just to get a touch on the ball.
Absolutely. Here's Harrison. She's put a statement on her senior season. A set coming. And there's Maya Ray bouncing around. Laverne looking to put an end to it. A nice set for Gott. Push right back down. There's Bradbury. We talk about her all the time here at CSBN. Sampson, another block. Back-to-back blocks. And they're going to give that one on that weird net issue.
Looks like Olivia Sampson just held on to that ball for a little bit too long. Called it a carry.
Yes, the carry. This game a hot potato. Here's got to serve. The set by Kelsey Magley. And they're going to give that one to Laverne.
Olivia Sampson trying to turn that ball down the line. It looks like she just hit that ball outside the antenna. And like I mentioned earlier, if the ball hits the antenna, it's considered out. If you're hitting around the antenna, that is also considered an out-of-bounds ball.
Going to try to extend Laverne's lead here. A nice set there by Magley. Gets it over to Sampson. Sampson not there. A set by Marquez and a nice delivery by Maya Ray. So much power. And there's a timeout. Panthers really looking to clinch this second set in any way. Just have to avoid some of these silly errors.
Yeah, it looks like on that last one, Leah Ono was almost in position, ready to pick up that ball, but Laverne's offense is just showing how dynamic they are. There's really no telling what they'll end up doing next. Oftentimes, defense will try to line themselves up with the shoulders of the hitters on the other side to kind of read where they'll be putting that ball down, but with a team as talented as Laverne, they're able to just move that arm only, which will make it way harder to pick up.
Look at that replay. Ono could have easily had that one. It's just the straight power and athleticism of Maya Ray to decline that one. A thunder strike from her. Chapman only down 5. They played well in a second set. They also held Caltech in their last game on Friday to negative hitting percentage. So they know how to play to Laverne's lever. They just have to do it in these second and third sets to not go down 2-0 and have to come up with a reverse sweep on their senior night. It would be a miracle. And there's Sampson looking for her to elevate. Locked in for the Panthers. And here's Gott. Fires it over. There's Sampson and a little bit of a miss pass there, giving Laverne their 14th point of the set.
Yeah, usually teams will take a timeout when the opponent's server is on a roll to kind of throw them off. It doesn't look like Lauren Gott is letting that pressure get to her right now.
There's Gott once again. On the short there, going to give the point to the Panthers. A little bit of a serve error. Overall, not many errors on this Laverne squad.
Yeah, we have those two subs coming in for the Panthers. Sammy Chambers and Kira Sarney.
Sammy Chambers coming in for Kelsey Magley. They share that position. They do a pretty good job of it. Chambers a little bit of the veteran. And this squad is Maya Ray coming out of nowhere to get that one and defend it at the line. Is trying to save it. Not enough. Maya Ray is all over the place.
It's like you just clean up a little bit of sweat on the court here.
And we're going to hear from our sideline reporter, Lucas Patton, for just a second to hear his thoughts on the game.
Hey guys, yeah, it's been an intense game down here. The likes of Maya Ray, she's been absolutely electric. Obviously, we knew coming into the game that she was one of the best that Division III volleyball had to offer, but in this game in particular, almost double digits in points. Currently has 9, but she's also been amazing on defense, has 4 digs so far, and that's been a big part of this Laverne side. Obviously, on offense, they've been tremendous, but their defense has been spectacular. I'm sure as this game goes on, we'll see a lot more from them. Holden?
Great words there from our very own Lucas Patton. Could not agree more. An athlete in every sense of the word is Maya Ray, as this rally going on for a while here. Sarney wanted to put an end to it there. Lexi Jacob finds the open space and gets Laverne their 16th point.
That ball fell into what I mentioned earlier was called the donut. Probably one of the hardest spots to cover in volleyball just because it's usually open. But it doesn't look like it's the same way for Laverne. They seem to be all over the place and covering every single ball.
And there's Tova Craig in. Hasn't seen much playing time on the Laverne side. The libero sophomore out of Henderson, Nevada. Going up for a big stop there. Confusion. And there's the point for Kira Sarni.
Clara Cronin is coming in as a defensive specialist for Olivia Sampson right now.
Still that tall line in the middle, led by Bradbury. I need to see her get a little bit more involved in this defense and slowing down some of those big plays by Laverne that have kept them in this game and kept them in the lead as Cronin going up to serve. Finds the libero for Laverne. Going up for the big hit, and out of bounds is Lauren Gott.
Just a bit of a miss hit over there from Lauren Gott in the back row, trying to find that deep corner. Just went a little bit long.
A little bit long indeed, as Cronin coming back into serve once again. She's played a good season. We'll see a lot of playing time her senior year with Leah Ono in that group. Not able to get it done there was Lexi Giacobbe. But coming up for the block, making up for it. And there's Kira Sarni, an exclamation point on that point.
Leah Ono keeping that ball up and covering her hitters just allowed them to get that ball to Kira Sarni so she could go down the line off the arms of Laverne's libero, Keilani Mumolo.
Mumolo playing a lot of time. You saw her right there. And playing well. As Cronin goes up to serve. There's Gott, finds the setter, and Marquez with the big slam. Maya Ray, not enough. Ono gonna be able to get it over. And there's Sarni once again. Needs to start putting power in these. As Chapman finds the very corner of the court, keeping them in this set.
So the Panthers finally gained some momentum and caused Laverne to take their first time out of the match.
Not many timeouts on the Laverne side, and they just haven't had to. They've been putting in some players that have gotten a little less experience and a little less cohesion in this lineup. And therefore gave up a couple points there just on some nice hits. Let's take a look at the replay if we'll get a replay for this one. Yeah, there's Leslie in that very corner. They give it to her, some production at that outside hitter position.
Yeah, Brooke Leslie's swing just touching that back line, and in volleyball, if any part of the ball touches the line, it's considered in a point.
Chapman finds themselves down by 3 in this second set. This is where it gets really competitive for Laverne. Made sense that they had to take a timeout there, as they consistently thrive, and they have a method to their winning. 23-1 overall, 3rd in the country. We're going to see them match up in the NCAA tournament, most likely, and they're going to play their hearts out in that one, just considering how much talented seniors there are on this roster. And there's Clara Cronin, back for the serve once again. A little bit of an error there, leading to Laverne getting another point, extending their lead to 4.
That ball just a little bit short, like I mentioned earlier. Usually teams will call a timeout to throw off a server if they're doing really well on the line, and it looks like that pressure just got to Clara Cronin a little bit.
Here's the serve by Laverne. Oh no, nice pass, nice set. Gets it up, saved by Bradbury. Just has to put it over. And Laverne gets a chance to set up a new play as Maya Ray puts that up. Bradbury gets the confusion and gets the point for the Panthers.
Ava Bradbury, she was facing the right side of the court and quickly turned to swing left. Kind of confused that setter a little bit. Wasn't exactly able to pick that ball up.
And here's Ono finding and targeting the libero on the Laverne side as Gott going up for an athletic kill, not able to get there on the deflection by Harrison. Just gonna have to put it over. Ono to Leslie, defended by the libero, and putting it over. Confusion, saved by Ono. And back up to Maya Ray. Miscommunication. Ono running into Cronin, saving that point, and Chapman still gets it under the thunder strike by Brooke Leslie.
That's exactly what we need to see more of from the Panthers. Leah Ono keeping that play alive with a pancake save.
And here's Nice highlight to add to Brooke Leslie's tape, ending that long rally. As Maya Ray coming up and finding the open lane, lighting it up here at the Hutton Sports Center.
Maya Ray just taking that momentum back that the Panthers just gained. Now she's on the service line. We'll see how many serves she decides to rack up here.
Ray, the pass by the Panthers, finding Leslie, declined at the line. Dog mentality from Zachy Kostin.
Zachy Kostin just loving every second of that shutdown, celebrating a little bit with her teammates. Looks like she's really feeling the game right now.
Feeling it is an understatement. Every kill, every deflection, she can do it all. And she's got so much energy in that middle of the court. That is an error by Maya Ray.
Kelsey Magley and Emma Dirksen coming back in again. The Panthers run a 6-2 offense, which just means that their setter is always going to be back row in that right back position, and they'll always have 3 offensive players in the front row, which lets them get a bigger block and just gives them more offensive options, like I mentioned.
Maya Ray locked in as Kelsey Magley coming up with the serve. Libero Kailani Mumalo getting a lot of those returns as Maya Ray deflected at the line. Nothing there for her as Harrison makes herself known in the front court.
Panthers are just down by 2 now. See if Kelsey Magley is able to keep her serve strong and keep Laverne out of system.
Magley, 18 aces on the season for her, and out of bounds on that one. Chapman just trying to find the momentum to push them through this second set in front of this home crowd. Kailani Mumalo been taking the libero charge so far, has broken no sweat. 125 assists, 27 aces on the season. Strong showing from her, going back up. Emma Dirksen not able to find it there. There's Gott, defended well by Kelsey Magley coming up. As Brooke Leslie not able to find it there. A long rally, Gott once again, and finds it again, putting it away for Laverne, giving them a 4-point lead.
That ball just dropped right in front of Claire Cronin. Take a look at it right now.
And a little late by Cronin. Unfortunate, we've seen a lot of solid saves by Cronin and Ono. Not enough there. The pass by Brooke Leslie going up. Emma Dirksen needs to start finding some power at the outside hitter position and just tips it over. That was Gott.
And that ball just falling right behind the block and right in front of the setter, Kelsey Magley. Looks like the Panthers are going to take their final timeout of the set.
Laverne only 3 points away from taking a second set. Again, you can't rule anything out in Division III women's volleyball. We saw it against Redlands. Redlands Laverne was a tough loss for Laverne as they started to let up. When you win so many games, you get into this headspace where you think you can just win everything, and that's just not the case for this Laverne team. They're very strong. They're still 3 in the country. You have to keep on pushing until you're number 1. Regardless, there can be no rest. And this Laverne team already showing from their game last night, going into their game today, that they have no quit.
The last time Chapman beat Laverne was October 22nd in 2024 with a score of 3-2. And they held within range. They were about, I think the lowest score was 20-25 in the 4th set. So the Panthers are able to hold their own against Laverne, but of course this is a new season.
New season, new squad. Both teams finding themselves in different spots of the SCIAC standings at this point in the year. As there's the libero, Kailani Mumalo, preparing to serve. Ono receives it. Magley up for Harrison. Keep putting it down. And that point goes to the Panthers. Back-to-back efforts from Harrison forced that violation.
Just a little bit of commotion at the net over there for Laverne, trying to keep that ball alive, but just got a little bit too close to the net.
Here's Brooke Leslie trying to create some more momentum at the line. There's Gott. She's going to have to put it over. Harrison sets herself, sets Sampson. Sampson, nothing there, just putting it over. Oh no, saves it. Harrison tries to deliver on that one, nothing there. Maya Ray, and gets the defender to bite on that one. Putting them within 2 of clinching the second set. Wow, what a replay. And what a way to get that defender to bite on another athletic kill by the senior. There's Harrison. Harrison, and a nice confusion there. I want to see her with more hits like that to end these rallies early.
Gray McKee coming back in. That's the freshman defensive specialist coming in to serve for Olivia Harrison. Lots of pressure on the freshman at this moment to try to keep Laverne from stealing the second set.
Laverne only within 2 points. Chapman would need to get some unanswered points here. Not all starts with some nice serves coming at the hands of Gray McKee coming in again. A nice pass by Dirksen, going up for Sampson. Sampson some power on that. Laverne able to save it. Gott going up again. A nice save. That's Brooke Leslie once again, and a miscommunication right at the net. And puts Laverne 1 point away from securing the second set.
Gray McKee got that ball up. It was just a little bit too close to the net. Now we have Lauren Gott back at the line, trying to close out this second set for the Leopards.
Gott finding Sampson. Bradbury just tried to put that one a little bit over to get the easy point. Maya Ray out of bounds. Score 20-24. Laverne in the lead.
Sammy Chambers, the team's leader in service aces, back at the line again, looking to keep the Panthers alive just for a little bit longer in this second set.
Yeah, she serves a lot in these game point scenarios. She's very solid. Finds over the net, gets the tip, and a beautiful ace by Sammy Chambers.
The Panthers have been trying to keep their serves a lot flatter and a lot stronger this season, and they've been seeing some success in that for sure.
Absolutely. Going back again. Can she do it a second time? Going out. A nice save. She's going to have to put it over. Brooke Leslie going up. Sampson! And it delivers! Ooh, put away by Sampson! Oh my goodness! Hammer time from the senior out of La Jolla. Back to serve again, momentum building. Chambers. Gott set by Marquez. Maya just wants to put it away. The save comes a little too late. And Laverne clinches the second set in impressive fashion. Now moving in to our commercial break. Don't go anywhere from this game. It is far from over here on CSBN. Laverne able to get the first 2 sets at Chapman Senior Light in the Hutton Sports Center. If you missed it, just amazing performances by some of these outside hitters in clutch time. On the Chapman side, both Maya Ray and Lauren Gott playing incredibly well as Chapman falling a little bit short. Still a lot of play left. Some emotions coming out right now. Wanting to at least salvage a set. Get one step closer to possibly securing a win. Miracle win like Redlands did just a couple nights ago.
In that game against the University of Redlands, it was a reverse sweep, which means Laverne took the first 2 sets and Redlands came back and took the next 3. So not all hope is lost here in the Hutton Sports Center. Panthers just really have to get their defense under control to be able to connect the pass to the set to the hit. It kind of looks like they're a little bit uncoordinated back there, whereas Laverne, as we mentioned before, they've been covering absolutely everything, and their team chemistry just seems to be shining a little bit brighter than the Panthers right now.
Yeah, team chemistry is tough. I mean, just in that second set, just like some small run-ins, especially that big run-in between Ono and Clara Cronin. Just you have to know where your space is on the court, and that all contributes to cohesion within a squad like Chapman and Laverne. Scott coming back to serve at the service line. Finds Leono. Set by Chambers. Going up. Gets the defender to bite. That was Kira Sarni.
Kira Sarni leads the Panthers in kills so far for this game with 7 total kills, followed by Brooke Leslie with 6 and Olivia Harrison with 4. So they're going to want to see a lot more of that from Kira Sarni. She's showing us why she's one of those main reliable pin hitters. Leono.
Nice there, gets the set going and pushes it back down, giving the point to Laverne.
Mariah Ray, sister of Maya Ray, just trying to find a way to tool that block, get the point back for the Leopards, gain their momentum. We'll see what number 20, Abigail Montana, can do for the Leopards right now.
Abigail Montana puts it over. Cronin puts it high. Nice pass by Chambers. Just had to put that one over. Setting up the outside hitter. The middle blocker actually not able to save it, pushes it over. What a save by Chapman. Maya Ray going up. Chambers there to get the pass. Sets it up behind the back. Rejected. Ono with the save once again. Setting it up one more time. Pushes it away. Laverne. Non-stop. Lights out offense.
Incredible effort by the Panthers there. Leah Ono absolutely laying out in the back row to send that ball back over. Unfortunately, all you can't do much when the ball's tight to the net and you have a Leopard right there trying to put it back down.
Recovers that one. Chapman, a little bit of confusion, pushes it over. Middle blocker for Laverne going up. It's that outside hitter, Brooke Leslie. Maya Ray able to find the open court on a little tip over.
Maya Ray faking out the Chapman defense. Eye was even full. It looked like she was going up to swing that ball full force, and she just dropped her elbow a little bit and tipped it right over the block.
That's something that Harrison is so good at, and we haven't seen too much of today. Puts that one over. Don't know if that one was a mistake. It might be now. That's a nice, beautiful dagger by Zachy Kostin. Surprised herself by that one, it feels.
I love the way Zachy Kostin celebrates her swings, because they're definitely something to go a little bit crazy over.
There's Montana out of bounds there. Chapman celebrating a small error by Laverne. Here's Kelsey Magley. Back in at that center position, sharing it with Sammy Chambers. Can she add to her 18 aces on the season? Recovered by Laverne. A little miscommunication, just had to tap that one over. And going up for it, Brooke Leslie. A little bit late, and they're going to call a violation in favor of the Panthers.
It looks like there was a little bit of a net violation there. Either way, great hustle by Lauren Gott to pick up that ball that went deep corner.
These placements of balls by Laverne has been critical. As Maya Ray just taps that one over, letting the Panthers reset. Harrison gets the defender to block. And bite on that one.
Harrison aiming for that right hand of Zaki Kosin, just that outside part, to use that block to her advantage and change the trajectory of the ball.
Kelsey Magley. There's Gotch, sends it a little bit outside. Gotch is gonna have to put this one over. Cronin, wanna find the outside hitter, gets him to bite. Once again, Brooke Leslie. Textbook kill from her.
Another tool for the Panthers. That seems like it's been working a lot better for them than just trying to get a clean kill. And I think this is the first time the Panthers have gained a lead in this game. Panthers at 5, Leopards at 4.
Their first lead of the night, or first lead in important time. And there's another one. Non-stop. Straight smoke. Zaki Kosin.
Zaki Kosin is just so fun to watch. We already mentioned her celebration. Just the way she plays is so energetic, and she's just such a great all-around middle.
Could not agree more. Malia Capistrano sending this one sky high. Oh no, not able to save it. Trips on the seats. But a good effort from her nonetheless.
It's always scary diving into the bleachers and the chairs trying to save a ball. Looked like she was limping a little bit there as she was coming back, but she seems to be fine now.
The effort is all that matters, especially when you're on your last set, possibly of your collegiate career. Want to make it count. There's Dirksen, not able to find anything there. The set for Maya Ray. Maya Ray, non-stop.
Maya Ray just so hard to predict where she's going to hit. She's shown that she can hit deep down the line, practically in the middle of the court. And like this one, just right near Leah Ono, just wasn't in the right position to pick up that ball.
And Leah Ono trying to save that one. Another dive into the seats. Laverne extends their lead, capitalizing early on in these points. Here's number 19 for Laverne, Malia Capistrano. Once again, sort of tripping them up in that serving game, letting big sets like these. Maya Ray defended well. Harrison, cross court, and for the kill.
Great kill by Olivia Harrison. Looks like the libero on the Leopard side, Keilani Momolo, tried to stick her foot out again for another kick save. Wasn't quite successful this time.
Still a good attempt. And once it works, it's going to be electric. There's Brooke Leslie. Laying up and over Maya Ray. Set up and out with Zaki Kosin. So much power. The control sometimes isn't there. And there's the set over by Brooke Leslie. Set by Capistrano, puts it over. Nice defense from Chapman. Harrison. Maya Ray gets the set from Capistrano once again, and a little late. Giving the point to the Panthers. Zaki Kosin unable to capitalize on that ball. Let's look at the replay. There it is, Kosin just blocked right at the net. Harrison showing her defensive prowess as a senior. Each point means so much to her in this final game. Tie game here at Hutton Sports Center. Laverne finds himself up 2-0 as Leslie generates on the serve, and a tap over by Maya Ray is more than good. Chapman needs to find a way to gain some momentum here with Maya Ray at the service line. Putting it over. Right back over. Brooke Leslie. Nice set by Magley up for Sampson. Nothing there, just has to put it over. And there's the set back again. Kostin finds it again. Hammers on hammers from Zaki Kostin.
Great effort to keep that ball alive by the Panthers, but Zaki Kostin is just always there to just put that ball down, take that momentum back. She's absolutely not letting up in this match.
And even with some of the errors that we've seen, she still comes back, feels comfortable delivering those hits with all the trust in the world in her team. There's Gott coming up, defended well by Chapman, set coming by Magley, and the set wasn't there, and Sampson is down and good.
Looks like she may have just tripped over her foot there.
Silence in Hutton Sports Center. Do not want to see her key player get injured. Does Mary Cahill. Some love from the crowd and teammates. Cleaning up the court, making sure nothing happens. No mistakes in the key point of this one. Talking about Sampson's production so far in this game. I mean, we've seen some really strong hits from her. It's been so much more about just how Laverne performs and gets their kills at such a high level and at such a high intensity. It's just hard to keep up. And I think in this game, it hasn't been Chapman falling short in terms of offense. It's been just the pure domination of Laverne in terms of how they get their points, how they facilitate their offense, how everybody knows their role and is in constant communication. I mean, we saw them in the pregame, in their warm-ups. They had vocal warm-ups to keep it in. And there's another ace by Maya Ray, extending her insane senior season at Laverne. Maya Ray coming back again. See if she can get another ace on the board. There's Ono, tops it out. Going up for it is Dirksen. Nothing there. Finds libero Mumulo. Just has to push it over, but finding an open lane. Cross court. And another point coming at the hands of Alana Jones.
Bit of a miscommunication there. Again, Emma Dirksen looking behind her to see if Brooke Leslie or Kelsey Magley was there to pick up that ball. Again, it's the donut, one of the most difficult spots to cover in volleyball.
Maya Ray, an error on that one. Putting the momentum back in Chapman's favor. Only down 3 points now. Harrison back to serve. You just have to give all the credit to Jeff Hendershot, the fifth-year coach, for coaching Maya Ray all the way through her career, knowing that he's able to create such an athlete in her and just a record-setting player on this Laverne squad that could lead them to a D3 championship on top of the SCIAC championship they've already been able to find, as Gott going up to end this one. Too late. And Chapman capitalizes on that one.
Looks like there was a little bit of a run-in with Zaki Kostin and Lauren Gott over on the Leopard side. Olivia Harrison will continue to keep serving.
Finally, some miscommunication and just a dagger. A kill of all kills by Lauren Gott. Ended that one quickly and swiftly. And there's libero Kailani Mumulo. Defended well, just poked over. And touching the net was Lauren Gott, shaking her head at that one. Sammy Chambers going back to serve. We saw some nice clutch points from her earlier at the end of the second set. Unable to close that one out, but still time here in this one. Chambers finds Maya Ray going up. That was Alana Jones. Alana Jones able to find some space.
Again, the Leopards finding success in that spot, that center of the court. Someone's going to have to pick up that ball. Looks like it was closest to Kira Sarni, who's on the right side in the front row right now. At this point in the game, when it's your third set and Laverne is already up 2, you just have to take that ball no matter whose it is.
Absolutely. There's Ono. Set. Chambers up. Sampson, nothing there. Libero just going to have to set it up. Forgot. Gets him to bite. Let's see if Chapman can put this one back over. Sampson gets the nice assist there. Not able to capitalize. Going up. Declined at the line. A nice block. Going up for another block. Puts it over. Chambers finds the assist way out there. Gets it back to Chambers. Finding a new player. And Kira Sarni gonna set it up for Gott. Gott tips it over, a save again. Can they set it up one more time? Cross court, up and behind. A long rally, putting it over. Chambers is still there. Ono gonna set it up for Sampson. Declined at the line, Bradbury. No quit from either of these teams. I was coming in for the double save. Just gonna have to put this one over. Laverne Chapman with an opportunity to fully reset, pushing her teammate out of the way as Chambers sets it up for Sampson, and it's just a little long heartbreak for Chapman. And what was a beautiful rally. No timeout called.
One of the longest rallies that we've seen in this game so far, if not the longest rally. Sammy Chambers took a fall at the end over there, had a couple of run-ins. Looked like everyone was just getting exhausted watching that play out.
I want to look at a replay of that one. It's a long play to replay, but you see Sampson so close to getting that, ending that point. A good thought from her, unfortunately coming a little late. Man, no quit in either of these teams. So much energy in the final game of the season. Chapman Senior Light. Laverne trying to get that one-win season, or the one-loss season that we've been talking about. Their first one since 2001.
So far in this match, Maya Ray is leading the Leopards with 14 kills, followed by Lauren Gott with 11 and Zachy Kosin with 7. Over on the Chapman side, we have Olivia Harrison at 8, Kira Sarni at 7, and Brooke Leslie at 6.
I would love to see those numbers improve a little bit during the rest of this game. Got to keep showing that drive, that passion. You want to win at home on your senior night, at least one of these sets. I'll take it one set at a time now that you're down 2. There's Sampson, still smiling after her small tumble, worrying tumble earlier that sent the entire crowd into silence. There's Marquez preparing to serve. Gets it over. There's Ono. Ono to Sampson. Has to just push it over. That was Sarni. Nice hit up. Declined at the line. Got it, the defender to bite. Abigail Montana extends the Laverne lead.
Ava Bradbury just not pushed over enough to shut that ball down. You can see it goes right off of her right arm and out.
Vanessa Marquez serve, pushes it over. The confusion, Sammy Chambers. I'd say put an exclamation mark on that, but let's change that to a question mark because that came out of nowhere.
Sammy Chambers with a quick setter dump. I think that was a really good call on her end to really just throw the Leopards off of their game. We haven't seen much of that from her so far this game.
Executed to perfection with Sammy Chambers. And here's Clara Cronin back. Gets it over. There's Gott going up for it. Declined at the line. Pushes it back over. Saved again by Chapman. And finding the open lane. A beautiful kill. One of many for Brooke Leslie, the senior. The crowd is excited. The team is excited. Love to look at a replay on that one. We won't get to it in time, but here's Clara Cronin over the net. Ray with the initial pass, going up is got. Saved by Ono. Looking out for it. Kira Sarni finding it. The rush, bringing the Panthers back within 2 points. Now we're looking at a replay of that one, because how could we not? Just a nice, well-executed point there. Got the defender to bite right at the line. That's how you have to do it against this very tall Laverne team. Going up for it, got saved quickly. Confusion getting out of the way. And there's Mariah Ray, the sister of Maya Ray, making her own statement as the future of Laverne volleyball. Here's got to serve. The dig early on. Going up for it, declined at the line. Sarni put that one in striking range.
Kira Sarni just trying to get that ball over. You can see she took a little bit off of that. Wasn't a full power swing, but she still got shut down over on that left side with Maya Ray.
It's just so much height, so much power, and they're just so hard to catch off guard. There's a set coming by Chambers up, and the power on that one, not enough. And the block by number 18, Malia Capistrano, forces the timeout. Laverne within 6 points of securing the game in their one-loss season. So much power, like I've been saying, adding to their wonderful season. Laverne, 14-1 in conference. Clean sweep, and you see there, just a textbook block. Confuses all the Chapman players. Everybody getting involved. Mariah Ray, sister of Maya Ray, knows that she's got 2 other seasons to try to make up the loss of Maya Ray.
Laverne has been doing such a great job blocking, there's no doubt about that. Chapman's still trying to find a way around it. They've had some success trying to tool the block, use it to their advantage to get some points. Right now, they really just need to pull ahead because Laverne is about to reach that 20-point mark. And you don't want to be within the 20s trying to take back the 3rd set of what could be your last collegiate volleyball game.
Amazing. Laverne has had 13 clean sweeps so far this season. They could be looking at a 14th to end the season. Just utter domination from Laverne. Overcoming adversity, creating opportunity, playing with togetherness and speed and accuracy. They do everything right, and the NCAA knows that, and that's why they're ranked number 3 in the country and number 1 in the SCIAC, of course. The set by the libero. Maya Ray going up for it. Gets Clara Cronin to bite, giving Laverne their 20th point.
Maya Ray has not simmered down at all this match. If anything, she just continued to get better and better. Look at that swing. Just, again, such a high point of contact, knows exactly where to put the ball down. She just has such a great court awareness and high volleyball IQ.
Could not agree more. Here's Chambers. Gets it. Has to just put it over there. Pushes it over. Gets Chambers to bite. Luckily saved. It's an interesting formation by Laverne. Maya Ray wanting to put it away. Not over the net. And unable to get to it in time.
Clara Cronin with a great dig. It's just a little bit too close to the net. And in volleyball, you don't want to get too close to the net for a couple of reasons. One of them being you don't want to get a net violation. Second, you never know who's going to be on the other side. There have been a lot of injuries of people stepping on each other's feet there. Don't want any of that, especially on senior night.
Absolutely. There's Lauren Gott with the serve. And Ava Bradbury with that big arm. Going up for it. Tips it over. Trying to catch him off guard. That was Mariah Ray. Still in the game. Maya Ray playing with her sister. Ava Bradbury able to save this one. Just have to put it over here. The set coming. Went lighter on that one. That was Abigail Montana with the big slap down. Over and over. Double tap. Chapman. No quit in this squad.
Such an important point for Chapman, just doing everything they can to keep that ball up.
Leah Ono coming in for the serve. Over, and a little bit of miscommunication, just gonna have to send this one over. Chapman has to capitalize on that. Chambers with the assist, going up and out of bounds was Brooke Leslie.
Brooke Leslie trying to attack that line, just turned her shoulder a little bit too much. Ball goes wide.
There's Zachy Kostin, making her name known here at Hutton Sports Center. And then Tova Craig back to serve. Seeing some playing time. And the miscommunication saves it. Harrison not able to put it over. And that's 22 for Laverne. 23, 2 points away from putting this game away. What a game it's been. Chambers, a little bit of miscommunication once again. Just have to clap, say move on. 9 points away. So much excitement from Laverne. Ready to end out the season, get into the postseason. You see the replay there. Harrison just jumped a little early, confused the other Chapman player, and here it is. It could be the final point. Out of bounds. Chapman's still alive here.
Sophomore setter Kelsey Magley coming in to serve right now. What a high pressure situation. Volleyball, serving is really the only time where you're alone. It's a mental game, and all you have is your serve, and everyone's riding on you to keep your team alive in this match.
Kelsey Magley trying to keep it alive. Finds Gott, going up, pushes it right back over. Nice attempt by Kostin, not there. Maya Ray, and it's only fitting. Maya Ray secures the first one-loss season since 2001 for this Laverne squad. Wanting to repeat history. What a game. Laverne versus Chapman. Chapman, so many talented seniors. Unfortunate that they had to end the season against the #3 team in the country. This team, so much resilience throughout the year. So many players making an impact. So many talented seniors that have just inspired this younger group of players. Some emotion coming, but so much to look forward to in future volleyball seasons. I mean, you have just so much talent in players like Ava Bradbury, Graham McKee, Leah Ono, Sammy Chambers, Kelsey Magley, Clara Cronin, players that will keep coming back and continue to improve off of this season and this loss, and a lot of tears on the Chapman side, and for good reason.
I mean, volleyball is just a game of mistakes at the end of the day. You can't score any points unless a mistake is made. It all just is coming down to who makes less mistakes, and in this case, it was Laverne, and they just proved to be the better team on the court. They were a little bit more organized. Chapman did all that they could. Definitely an emotional game here tonight on senior night for the Panthers.
Emotional, and you see Laverne getting a standing ovation from their crowd that traveled out to see their final game of the season. So much to be excited about in whatever postseason run Laverne finds itself in. Chapman can now take a step back, reevaluate their team under head coach Mary Cahill, while Laverne only takes a step forward into making volleyball history with their 24-win season and their 14th sweep of the season. That goes underrated with that part of their game. That's part of the reason why some of those stats that we saw earlier in the game sort of seemed a little lower, is because they end games early. They're that dominant. They've had 14 clean sweeps out of the 24 games that they've played. Like that's just staggering numbers, and a lot of those clean sweeps came at the hands of top SCIAC opponents like Cal Lu and CMS, who just continue to put up these really nice fights against Laverne, but Laverne just knows how to play so clean. Getting the team photo here, and Chapman just so proud of their girls and what they've been able to accomplish so far this season. Maya Ray, over 14 kills in the game. performing as always. She's a model of consistency for this team, playing alongside Zachy Colson and Lauren Gott on that front line, and then supported, of course, by her sister and Mariah Ray and Alana Jones. Players that are just continuing to make a statement. So much joy for this Laverne squad, and you're just forced to be happy with them and what they've been able to accomplish this season in the SCIAC, seeing some representation. And I would love to look at some of the post-game stats of this one to really get a better idea of, the dominance that Laverne had, of course, and where Chapman sort of fell short. You see the 41 kills to Chapman's 30. I mean, that's just sort of something that comes with a really dominant offensive performance like Laverne had. And then you see some of those errors, and then 16 blocks by Laverne. I mean, holy cow. I want to talk about those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, for Chapman, usually they're the ones that are shutting down opponents, but when they're faced against a nationally ranked team, they're going to face a little bit of issues. It looks like they were on the receiving end this time. 16 blocks is definitely difficult to deal with, especially with your outsides, Brooke Leslie, Olivia Sampson, even their middles, Olivia Harrison and Ava Bradbury. I mean, when you're constantly getting shut down like this, it's really difficult to come back from it. It really takes a toll on your mental game, and if volleyball is anything, it's definitely a mental game. And
those block numbers are just staggering. I mean, staggering that this team that did so well with blocking under Ava Bradbury, who will continue to improve throughout the year, throughout the next coming years, but it was just shocking to see that stat, because during the game you see those blocks and you say, oh, well, those just sort of come and go, but wow, 16 blocks versus Chapman's 3. The defense just reeling a little bit from the past couple weeks, and a big season by Chapman. But I want to hear from our sideline reporter, Lucas Patton, to give us more updates on this game.
Hi, thanks guys. I'm standing here with our CSBN MVP, Maya Ray. Maya, talk me through this, because coming into the game, you were in the top 10 nationally speaking for total kills, and in this game you didn't disappoint. How are you feeling after such a great performance?
Still super excited, super determined to keep going with my team. I think that just us being able to come out here and compete every single game day is just a really good, positive thing for us, so we just need to keep the momentum.
Yeah, thank you. And obviously it was a tough loss last time against Redlands, but now you guys are back to your winning ways. How are you feeling now that you're back in the saddle?
Just extra hungry now. I think that was a blessing in disguise, just kept us disciplined and definitely made us work harder. So I feel like after that, we're gonna keep going all the way.
And your team has had an amazing regular season, but how are you approaching entering the postseason now, especially after such an amazing regular season performance?
Yeah, I think we're going to just stick to the basics, stick to what we know, and just make sure that we're all hyping each other up, giving each other confidence, and just being a team together. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Thank you so much, Maya. Congratulations on a great regular season, and I wish you all the best luck in the postseason. Sending it back up to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Yeah, I'm definitely on the Laverne hype train right now. We'll have to follow them in the postseason, get some SCIAC representation in the NCAA tournament if they are to make it. But I would love to see some full game highlights that we can just talk about a little bit to end this game. Wow, just utter domination there. Maya Ray going up, finding all the open space. There she is once again, that little tap over. Trips him up. Like I said during game, Olivia Harrison very good at that move. And then, yeah, there's those rough breaks for Chapman in their final game against such a polished Laverne team. Strong showing all around. And Laverne, just so much power, so much pacing. I think pacing is something that Chapman will look at this offseason and see how can we build an offense that just is able to dial up some really good plays to put Chapman in good scoring positions and really just end out games and end out seasons in a positive light, looking back on it and hopefully making the SCIAC postseason tournament in just a little while. Anything else to add?
I mean, during this game, Laverne really just showed us why they lead the SCIAC in hitting percentage and also just blocks per set. We may have Ava Bradbury ranked nationally in blocks per set, but in SCIAC specifically, Laverne has really been dominating there. They're just an all-around really solid team. In volleyball, they just know how to connect the pass to the set to the hit, which is what you need. You need to have team chemistry, or else you just can't have a game. There's been a lot of defensive effort from Chapman, and they just did all that they could, and what else can you do on your senior night?
Absolutely, just utter domination on Chapman Senior Night. This has been a broadcast by CSBN. My name is Holden Buckley, joined by Maya Gosatari and my color commentator, and then of course our sideline reporter Lucas Patton. This has been CSBN. Thank you and good afternoon.